So the word on the street is that you want to increase your win rate. You're probably sitting at like a 30, 40, 50%. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to boost that up by 20, 30, or even sometimes 40 and 50%. So stay tuned for this entire video. So bet, right? A lot of people are really struggling as traders to increase their win rate. Basically, if you don't know what a win rate is, I'll break it down for you super simple. It's the amount of times that you lose versus the amount of times that you win. And this is extremely crucial as traders. Now, yes, you can be profitable if you do have a 30 or 40% win rate, depending on what your risk to reward ratio is. But even if you're profitable, it is extremely hard mentally and morally if you're wrong majority of the times. I don't think anybody wants to be wrong 70% of the time. So I'm going to show you how to boost your win rate, how I've been able to boost my win rate drastically in the past 2 years of my trading. If you follow these tips and tricks, I guarantee you that your win rate will also increase and you'll stop taking those stupid setups that cause you to lose all of your money, and you'll finally be consistently profitable and be happy knowing that every single day that you go to the charts, you have a higher chance of winning than you have of losing. Because I know in the beginning, when I was first trading, I'd wake up early to hit the charts. I'm talking about 6 o'clock in the morning. And in the back of my mind, I'd always know I have a higher chance of losing today than I have of winning. And then when you lose that trade, you lose your trades for the day, you just have a bad day. So I'm gonna help y'all avoid that. So just stay tuned. So first of all, right, the first most important key metric or key thing, metric is the absolutely wrong word, but the first thing that you're going to need to do is only take the best version of your setups. And what I mean by that is exactly what I said. There are different versions of each and every one of our setups. I'm not saying to have the perfect strategy or you need to trade support or resistance, supply and demand, breakouts, trend lines, order blocks, smart money concepts. I don't care about none of that. Right? Whatever strategy that you personally use, that's your strategy that you're consistent with, you need to only take the best version of those setups. And you might be thinking in the back of your head, what the heck is the best version of my setup? But you already know it. There are times when you just know for a fact that this is the trade that you want to take. And then there are other times when you're like, I'm going to try with this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see how this one goes. It might click 2 out of your 5 boxes, but you're eager to hop into trades, or you're FOMOing in, or you had just previously lost a trade, so you're trying to make your money back. So you end up taking that kind of trade instead of taking those trades where you know for a fact, like, this is exactly what I want to see every single time. If I see this every single time, I not only feel confident about my trade, I'm actually very eager to hop into the trade because I know it checks all of my boxes. I'm strong enough to mentally to be able to hold this trade all the way through because it checked all my boxes. So I know that I'm following my trading plan, I'm following my strategy, I'm following my entry, I'm following everything perfectly, so I could then be confident to hold my trade and not close my trade early, causing me to miss out on huge amounts of profits. And when you just take those setups that you know, not the iffy ones where it's like, I'll try this one, or I'm gonna just see what this one does. It looks good, but it's not the best. You know what I'm saying? Avoid taking those. That is going to drastically bring down your win rate. If you go back on your trading over the past 2, 3, 4 months and journal and see exactly which trades that you loved, your A++ setups, the ones that you truly wanted to take, that you knew were just going to hit, and then you subtract all the other ones, watch how profitable you are. Now, like I've said, this is not a one size fits all. This is not, if you're a support or resistance trader, you're only looking for this, this, and this. It's specifically for your strategy. Everybody trades support and resistance differently. Everybody trades breakouts differently. So you need to realize and write down, if you can actually, write down exactly what that perfect version of your setup is, regardless of what anybody else says. What do you want to see every single time before you hop into a trade for you to really love that perfect setup? I was literally just talking with my inner circle about this morning on my call, where I was explaining to them the difference between an A setup and an A++ setup. Those are 2 completely different things. Speaking of my inner circle, quick little pause. It's the beginning of the month, so I did open up more spots in my inner circle. My inner circle includes all of my trades. You get access to all my trades. I'm live every single morning answering y'all questions, trading with you guys. You get access to all my courses. You get access. I'll handhold you one-on-one through your entire training process. And then also we have other coaches in there that are sending out trades and helping people. And we have a dedicated trading psychologist inside of the inner circle that'll help you master your psychology. And we all know psychology is the most important part of trading. So that's why I wanted to bring that on as an additional free resource for everybody in my inner circle. So obviously it's extremely packed. One of our coaches just sent out a I think 500 tick NQ trade this morning, which with one contract, you would have made at least $2,000, which is absolutely amazing. That trade was an absolute banger. But if any of that sounds interesting to y'all, click the first link inside my description down below to see if you can join my inner circle and get access to all my trades, everybody else's trades, this trading psychologist, all this stuff, and get handheld by me personally to teach you how to trade exactly how I trade. Click the link down below. Literally every single time I make a video, the spots get filled up. So I would hurry up and do it if I were you. Now on to point 2. The next thing that you're going to need to do to be able to increase your win rate drastically is use higher time frames. I've said this 100 times in my inner circle. I've said this 100 times on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. The higher the time frame, the less price lies. The lower the time frame, the more price lies. And what do I mean by that? Basically, a support and resistance zone on the 1 minute chart doesn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? But a support and resistance on a 5 minute chart is going to mean a little something. But an hourly support and resistance zone is extremely strong. So if you're drawing all your zones on the 1 minute time frame, or you're only entering trades on the 1 minute time frame based off of 1 minute time frame confluences, as far as like support and resistance, breakouts, all that stuff, your win rate is going to be extremely low because they're not respected on the grand scale of things. Versus if you wait for a daily support or resistance zone or an hourly support or resistance zone, the fact that those are higher time frames, those are much more respected than these lower time frame zones. Now, keep in mind, you can obviously see these hourly zones using the 5 minute time frame, but going up on the time frame, going up to the 15 minute, the 30 minute, the hourly time frame will drastically help you find the zones that actually matter. Whether you're a support and resistance trader, an order block trader, a breakout trader, whatever it is, go to a higher time frame to mark up your zones, and then go down to lower time frames to enter into your trades. Now, personally, I don't like to enter on the 1 minute time frame at all, just because, like I said, the lower the time frame, the more price lies. I hate being lied to. I don't know about y'all, and the 1 minute time frame has lied to me a lot. So I stick to the 5 minute time frame. For the most part, I mark up my charts on higher time frames. Then when I'm waiting for my entries, I'll wait on the 5 minute time frame to then take my trades. That way I know if a 5 minute candlestick prints and it's in the direction that I want and it's doing what I want it to do, there's more confidence in that candlestick than a 1 minute time frame, because something could have sporadically happened in 1 minute that caused the candlestick to look great. Then you hopped into the trade and now look at you, lost. But like I said, you're going to want to up your time frame. You're going to want to take those A+ setups only. And then the third and last thing that I would suggest that will help you really boost up your win rate is to have multiple take profits. What that allows you to do is that sometimes realistically, you've probably been in trades before where you've set your entry, you got a good entry, it went all the way up to almost your full take profit, and then it reversed and it took you out of the trade. That's probably happened to you more times than not. So what you need to do is have multiple levels of potential take profits. Either at those levels, you'll fully close the position out, you'll move your stop loss to break even, or you'll start trailing your stop loss once it hits those take profits. What that allows you to do is make sure that that example that I just gave you guys in the beginning about it going all the way up to your take profit, but not hitting it, then coming all the way back down, that'll stop that from happening. It'll allow you to be able to capitalize and capture some of the profits, whether at each single take profit level, you're taking some, you're selling some of your position, or you're trailing your stop loss, or you're moving your stop loss to break even. A break even trade is not a loss. So if you can get out of the habit of just having one single take profit, because we never know when the market is going to reverse. A lot of times we set our take profits for the higher highs or the recent highs or the recent lows, whatever it is, right? But sometimes price doesn't go all the way down to those recent highs or recent lows. So look at the other price action. Look at what other areas of reversal that there might be and set profit levels at those levels, so that when price hits those other areas that are not your full take profit and it starts reversing off of it, you can be able to safely move your stop loss or close your trade out. Now, this can be a very dangerous habit, because I don't want you guys over here closing out all of your trades way too early and not letting them ride. That's why I personally, when they hit certain take profits, I'll just move my stop loss to break even or put it a little bit in profit just to stop myself from losing money on that trade. But every single time, if it just goes up like one tick or 5 pips or something like that, I'm not saying rush and close your trade out. I'm saying to have multiple points of exit that price might reverse at. I'm assuming when you're putting your full take profit, you're going for 3-to-1s, 4-to-1s, 5-to-1 risk to reward ratios, right? You're going for bigger trades, which is great. But not all the time does these instruments or these pairs have the volume to reach that full take profit. So you have to understand that there are other zones of reversal that could potentially make your trade end up flipping. So have take profit levels at those zones, and when it hits those zones, watch it. See if it's hesitating too much. See if it's doing too much bullish or bearish action against you, whatever it is, right? And make educated decisions based off of that. But don't always just hold it all the way to your full take profit, because like I said, sometimes your take profit could be up here, price comes right here and reverses down. That's just what happens sometimes, and that will mess with your win rate. So you having multiple take profits will allow your win rate to increase drastically. So if you implement these 3 simple steps into your training, I guarantee you within the next week or so, your win rate will drastically increase. And if your win rate drastically increases, not only do you end up making more money, you also end up being way more confident in your trading. And waking up early doesn't feel that bad when you know you have a 70 or 80% chance of actually winning your trades and not going about the rest of your day as a loser that lost 4 trades in a row. Speaking from experience. But if you enjoyed this video and you got value out of it, I would greatly appreciate if you guys smash the like button. It costs nothing. It takes no time. Just press the like button. I would truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already, I don't know why, because I'm always dropping gems. I would highly suggest that you guys subscribe right now. But like I mentioned inside the beginning, there are more spots open for my inner circle. They don't last. This is not no marketing gimmick or nothing like that. Like, the spots literally close off after a while. So every single time I make a YouTube video, they always get filled up. So I would suggest you click the link down below if you want to get access to all my trades, all the coaches' trades in there, be able to get access to me personally one-on-one to help you trade exactly how I trade. I'm live every single morning. You get the day trading psychologist in your back pocket. You get everything. You know what I'm saying? If any of that sounds like that would be able to help you in your trading, which it definitely will, click the link down below and see if you can join the inner circle. But without further ado, if you enjoyed this video, I know you will enjoy this video right here. I went over my favorite day trading strategy. It's an absolutely freaking killer strategy that you can be able to take on and master yourself to then end up printing money inside the markets. So I'll see you in that video.